Hello! This is Yahweasel Let's Play Choice of the Dragon by Dan the Fabulous Lich and Adam Strong-Morse. Eventually the heroes arrive, their leader flanked by a wizard and a priest. And a bard. Great, he'll be useful. The princess was... I love this more than I love this. This is so, I mean, it is brutality, and I'm sort of, I tried to be finesse. I mean, it is pointlessly brutal, but it is glorious, so I have to do it. I'm just gonna murder the princess while they watch. The party of heroes looks crestfallen as you swallow the princess in one gulp. They have failed in their quest. They turn to beat it. They don't even try. They're just like, yeah, we're gonna come. Oh, well, so much for that mission. Bye. What are you talking about? Kill all of them but one. Let the bard live. The bard gets to live. No one else, only the bard. I should actually read this. Do you permit them to escape? Kill all of them but one. Achievement villain! Yay! The party is disorganized and morale is low. You make short work of them and take their belongings as loot. But you wisely, yes, leave the bard! Hooray! Leave the bard alive. She spreads every character. Okay, there are no men in this, or the men are slaves. There are no men have any power in this world. Pure matriarchy, A+. She spreads word of your might and dominion throughout the land. Cunning increases, and infamy increases considerably. Infamy, 79%. Why is this a percent? I assume I'm going towards 100%, but I started at 59%. I've got plenty of money. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Hey, and I got the achievement again. I got the achievement, check your stats, and then return to the screen. You are lounging on your treasure hoard when you hear the sounds of booted feet coming bravely towards your treasure chamber. The gate is that of a goblin. But what goblin wears boots? The creature who enters is walking bravely forward, clearly scared of you, but secure in the notion that he's doing the right thing. He is armed with a small sword, a long knife, really, and wears a crude helmet that clearly used to be a kitchen implement. He begins to speak. Like all goblins, his voice is nasal, but he puffs out his chest and begins to speak in important-sounding tones. "Oh, great dragon," he quavers, "I am Thocket of this tribe. I have known all my life that I am destined for greatness. Possessed as I am of a noble soul, I have practiced for many months and have mastered the art of martial combat. In your name, I wish to ride out on the field of combat and prove my worth as a true hero. One day I shall return with a great treasure to add to your magnificent hoard. Will you grant me your blessing on my quest?" That is hilarious. Let's test his prowess. That's an excellent option. That's a fantastic option. I wouldn't just grant him my blessing. I mean, I don't care. Let him go out and get himself killed. What difference does it make? But let's test his prowess. You put him through some simple tests of skill and bravery. He's tougher than the average goblin, but not all that tough. His overabundance of sheer determination to succeed, despite all odds, compensates for whatever he may lack in general prowess. Now eat him. Okay, fine. I don't care. There's plenty of goblins to go around. "Thank you, master. I swear that I will make you proud of me." Other than encouragement, are you going to help him along the way? Give him some real weapons, direct him towards the capital of my kingdom, urge him to attack a neighboring kingdom, or let him fend for himself. I don't care. This is a good approach of disdain. I would sort of like to give him real weapons and then send him to a neighboring kingdom. Let's urge him to attack a neighboring kingdom. He manages to get himself killed, but he does do some damage. He proudly carries a banner of your kingdom and yells your name loudly when he rides out into the field of battle. This starts something of an international incident. The neighboring kingdom begins skirmishing with yours. You have not heard the end of this. Oops. Well, I've accidentally started a war, but mostly the humans have to deal with that. As the sun climbs high, you bask yourself on a rock near your lair. A group of humans slowly make their way up the slope towards you this day. The humans wear armor and carry weapons, but their weapons are sheathed and they approach respectfully. These are humans you know. As they enter the cleared area of stone that surrounds your lair, the humans kneel before you, recognizing your glory. "Our liege," begins the leader, "accept our praise and hear our petition." You incline your head slightly, acknowledging her and indicating she may proceed. "As your magnificence is surely aware, almighty dragon, we are among the knights and lords that hold lands under your magnificence's rule. We bring tribute each year, and now we come to beg a boon of you." The knight pauses. "Our enemies, people like ourselves, but with a mighty army, have begun invading your territory. They have looted the less well-defended manors and burned some of the fields. We are readying to fight them, but your magnificence's assistance would greatly strengthen our hand." One of the other knights interrupts. "They are taking our animals and chattels and destroying the value of our lands. You must aid us." Your nostrils flare, and a wisp of smoke puffs out of them. He dares to refer to your animals, chattels, and lands as his own? A grave insult indeed. How do you respond? Lecture the young knight on the nature of feudalism. I'm not going to kill them all, because I would even be glad to help them, but I will kill him for suggesting that they are not mine. A flash of one claw is all that it takes to deal with the insolent knight. Of course, the only male. The only man! His companions are clearly taken aback, yet they act as if nothing had happened. But then, what choice do they have? Vigilance, brutality, and infamy increase. I didn't want either of those, but oh well. The leader of the delegation clears her throat nervously. "Mighty one, will you aid us in our time of need?" I'm not honor-bound, but I am bound. Because, I mean, they are my vassals. It should be harmless to just ask for more information, right? I mean, I will defend them, not because I'm honor-bound, but because, I mean, how am I supposed to get money out of them if I'm not even doing that tiny bit of duty? Cunning increases. What do you need more information about? How badly does the enemy threaten my tribute? How powerful are your enemies? Do the enemies have loots worth taking? How badly does the enemy threaten my tribute? The losses will likely be significant, your magnificence. We expect to prevail, but the enemy will hurt us. We may be unable to offer the sort of tribute we have customarily given. Vigilance increases. Yes, to war! Based on what you have learned, you choose to go to war and aid the humans. The humans convene a war council in the area surrounding your lair. You lean in closely to read their tiny human maps, nearly killing several squires. With your support, your minions plan to engage their enemy in a single large field battle. A decisive victory should end the incursion into your territory and set up an effective counterattack. Do you take a role in the center of the battle, relying on your core combat ability, or do you plan on remaining hidden at first and then striking from surprise at a point where the enemy is vulnerable? Of course, remain hidden and strike from surprise. You attack from surprise in the middle of the battle. The enemy responds quickly to your attack and demonstrates impressive discipline, but they are no match for a dragon, and your attack still makes the difference. Your army wins a decisive victory, but the enemy withdraws in good order. You lick your talons and plan the next phase of your attack. Cunning and finesse increased. You fly towards the enemy's territory, not having been given a choice, apparently. You will make them pay for this war with a punitive raid of your own. As you approach, you see an effigy of yourself planted out in a field. The mockery is most cruel, depicting you as a crude beast. Do you destroy the mockery? No, why bother? Disdain increases. While it touches at your sense of pride, you know that the effigy is almost surely meant to lure you into an ambush. You have enough disdain for the japes of humans to bypass the trap. Far better to pay them back by sacking their homes. You fly into the enemy territory. You quickly sack various small towns, collecting a variety of booty for your troubles. But then you fly into a major port city where the real opportunity presents itself. You can smell the rich supply of gold and jewels, just waiting to be taken from a major temple. And yet, sacking a temple might anger the gods. Gods worry lesser beings, not dragons! Can I know how much loot I've got so far? No, it hasn't increased. Gods worry lesser beings, not drag kings! You sack the temple, leaving the building in ruins and carrying off most of its portable wealth. Even the gold statuary of the statuary? What is a statuary of the gods will add to your hoard. Some of the priests resist you, but they are not much as warriors, and you quickly strike them down. Your wealth goes up dramatically. Your impiety angers the gods, but they do not act against you. Yet. In gratitude for your assistance in the war, your human minions provide you a particularly large tribute this year. Nice work. I was laughing there because Specklad in chat pointed out that Drag King needs booty. Doesn't he just? Doesn't he just? Or she, or... No, a Drag King would be a woman. Yes, she. Next chapter! I wish the chapters had numbers so I had some sense of my progress or whatever. While you are flying across your territory, you spot a new shrine that your people have erected. You fly down and find that a goat has been tied to the shrine. A young woman is bowing before the shrine and praying. The symbols on the shrine depict some winged deity, but the iconography is unfamiliar. "You there!" you call out. "To whom is this shrine dedicated?" The woman looks over her shoulder at you. Her eyes widen in surprise, and she quickly turns, throwing herself prone before you. She speaks without lifting her head.
"O mighty dragon, this shrine is dedicated to you. Please accept my praise and offering. I know it's not much, but it's the best I could afford."
It seems that the people in your territory have started to worship you. What do you want to do about that? I don't want them to worship me. The thing, I've already pissed off the gods, which is not great. I feel like this game remembers the fact that I pissed off the gods, so let's not piss off the gods anymore. Don't worship me, that's weird. You inform the woman that you are a dragon, not a god, and that you find her veneration offensive. She blanches and then flees, hoping to be left alive. You rip down the shrine and let the word go forth that worshipping you is forbidden. It takes a certain amount of enforcement, but eventually the religion dies down. Your decision pleases the gods, good, but it costs you a certain amount of tribute. It turns out that some people are more willing to give money to a god as tribute than to a dragon. Next chapter. You spend the next 5 years leisurely hunting, there probably should be a hyphen there, because recounting is a word and it isn't recounting. But anyway, recounting your hoard and sleeping for months at a time. It's a pretty nice life, but you also feel quite lonely at times. Occasionally, you imagine what it would be like to find a mate. We haven't really decided what sex you are, but... You wake up in the middle of the night on your enormous bed of treasure. You realize that you are dreaming of a romantic partner, one who could put fire in your life again. Will you try to find a mate? Nope. Very well, it's your decision. Time passes. Time passes. Eventually, the compulsion to find a mate passes too. You still feel pretty lonely, but over time, you won't mind it as much. The next 2 years pass leisurely. You sleep on your hoard of treasure, hunt for prey, and occasionally sack a small town for variety. All in all, you're enjoying a little time without annoying interruptions, when some sort of conjured fiend materializes in front of you. It trails smoke as it hunches before you and claws at the stone floor, bat wings fanning the air. Whatever this thing is, it isn't natural. The fiend's voice sounds like the movement of many, many slugs. Almighty drag. Oh, I've chosen the worst possible name. Almighty Drag King, it gurgles. The wizard Karlach sends his regards. You have been marked for death, and I, or one of my kin, will be your executioner. Constant interruptions like this make it hard to enjoy all of your treasures. Kill it. Let's question it. If Karlach sent him, I want to know a bit more about Karlach. It chortles as it hears your question. I am sent by an enemy you didn't even know you had. I am a creature of nightmare, and 3 other dragons have fallen before my kind. When you are dead, I will eat your soul and wear your flesh as a disguise, and then my master will rule instead of you. 3 other dragons? You'd think you'd have heard about About that. Question it further. Surely you have heard of the mighty wizard Karlach. He abides in the high tower of wizardry within the very country you claim. He has grown annoyed that you overthrew his queen and has sentenced you to death. Goodbye, worm. No, kill it! The wizard Karlach, eh? What do you feel about the attack? I'm furious and demand immediate vengeance. No time like the present. You even know where the High Tower of Wizardry is, although they haven't bothered you before. What's your next step? Try to find... Try to find out more about Karlach. You launch yourself out of your lair and circle silently on the wind as you think about who to ask. At this point, you know enough intimidated humans that someone should be able to give you information. It doesn't take long. Karlach is the High Mage, whatever that is. He! The only male character! He's supposed to be fairly powerful and very proud. Someone who likes to succeed and doesn't have much patience for rivals. What's next? Try to find out about the monster. You have the goblins haul out the chest of books you found the last time you ate a wizard, and they turn pages as you look through them. The picture is on page 418 of the 5th book. Apparently the creature that attacked you is a fiend that only the most powerful wizards can summon. A creature of pure hatred and bile that feeds by killing. Really? What, do they summon it out of their gallbladder? If Karlach summoned him, the wizard is quite powerful indeed. You're going to have to go to the High Tower of Wizardry to see him, but do you plan to kill him or talk to him first? Let's take a look here. Cunning, finesse. Oh, my vigilance has actually gone above disdain. That's unfortunate. I better talk to him first, eh? The tower isn't far at the speeds you fly, less than an hour away. You land in the courtyard, and there's no doubt that everyone knows you're here. A cowering servant is pushed through a door to find out what you want. Do you want to demand to see Karlach, or ask more politely? Demand to see him! Your roar shatters ancient stained glass windows, and the sound makes you smile. Worm! Fetch Karlach! You prepare yourself for battle. If Karlach is brave enough to accost you now, you won't be taken by surprise. Karlach strides out the doorway into the courtyard, his body sheathed in magical fires that he thinks will protect him from you. He seems cautious, but not afraid. It is an honor to meet you. Oh, it's not even funny, but every time it gets me. Because the game takes itself so seriously. It is an honor to meet you, Drag King, he says in a clear voice. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? You tried to kill me? Well, no, he didn't. Why are you trying to kill me? Just how many dragons have you killed? Just out of curiosity. Why are you trying to kill me? Calyx looks surprised. I'm not trying to kill you. That would be stupid. Why would I want to do that? Maybe he's telling the truth. Find out more. That's not what your conjured beast told me as it tried to kill me. Did it try to kill me? Your anger shakes the tower stone. Conjured beast? Your Majesty, I don't do conjurations. I specialize in transmutations. I can change a housefly into an ogre or an apple into a pear, but I can't conjure fiends to set against my enemies. He pauses. Why do you believe I did this? Are you not listening? Your creature told me before I killed it. Did I kill it? I don't think I killed it. He shuts his eyes as if in pain. Drag King, I apologize. I think an old enemy is trying to kill you, or to use you as a murder weapon to assassinate me. She calls herself Magister Valvius! Although I don't know her real name. She's definitely a conjurer, and she can't stand me. Has she killed dragons before? Yes, we sent a dragon to be killed by her. We know what? I don't know for sure, but her staff is supposed to be made from a dragon bone, so the answer might be yes. Just leave. I've got enough information. Okay, we're probably going to kill Vermius next time. Until then, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, tell me what you like best on this or any other video on my channel to help me make compilations. Cheers from Yahweasel.